Hello Gemini, welcome to this tarot video. We are going to read for Mars in Gemini, transiting in your sign. And this transit will finish actually by the end of March, but let's say it roughly until April. So Mars will be in your sign, transiting your sign for a long time. And as this is a very long time, I'm going to find out, reveal people, circumstances, situations that you may go through at this time, and also for the days ahead when Mars in Gemini is concerned. For this, we are going to have an archetypal question. So this question I will pick from these cards. It is designed specifically for Mars in Gemini, a question that we need to ask when Mars in Gemini. It carries its archetypal properties. So for you, we are going to look for the ways to balance the multiple energies you carry. Okay, so it's about finding the way to balance the multiple, or ways of course, to balance the multiple energies you carry. Okay, so we can in the reading find out actually the ways by the end, and maybe we are likely to reveal those first multiple energies you are likely to carry, and then find a way how to balance it. So this is what we will be looking for, it seems, in your reading. Let's find out now in your cards. So this is for Mars in Gemini, transit for Gemini. And let's find out the first card. So the first message is Chariot. Oh, Hermit is giving us a visit. Nice, she's feeling better. We have the Eight of Wands, Chariot, Eight of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. Wow, this is actually Gemini. I see you. There are like very different transportations here you are using. Some Geminis maybe will be even abroad. So there is something with regards to settlement, new relocation. It's like literally you are on the road. It's like to be that digital nomad, like a nomad you are traveling. So your soul is also moving, and you are very energetic, very curious. Oh, look at that one's energy. You see how the fire, Mars, it's a fire sign. I mean, its energy is fiery, of course, in terms of planetary aspect. How the Wands cards are coming here, and the Four of Wands, new settlement. Wow, look at that. Gemini, there are really opportunities here. They are, though, like leading to one direction. And there is this also involves a person. So it's like you are reorganizing your life, and you are like on the go for it. There are definitely new avenues. Actually, it's a very natural change that one may want to make at a stage of life, and finding the necessary energy for it. So definitely, well, actually you are automatically balancing here. We have a Four of Wands here. Now let's get now some cards to see how things likely to play out. Now First of all, I see you here back and forth with regards to a subject. It's like it feels like you got to move back and forth before settling around something, because at some point you may feel like tied down and frustrated because you are like simply may feel like doing nothing about it. So I see you here a bit running around. So the movements here is actually towards you. You try to like keep yourself busy, let's say. Okay, you try to keep yourself busy, and you wanna win some sort of a victory out of this. And the thing is, actually things are moving very fast. The ways to balance the multiple energies I carry is, I think, here designed for that. You are carrying the energy of everything moving fast in your life, and you know that you have to totally involved in this. As being the participant of your life, this is what you got to do. It's not on someone else's, or someone else is not gonna do it instead of you. There is this, I feel like there is this tasks, and you got to like accomplish them. Here, for instance, some Geminis may change location, residence. There can be here a partner, maybe relocating in a foreign country, maybe new city, but there is definitely a new establishment there. There can be here a woman and a man. We have the man and the woman here, dark man and the woman. So a couple here may also play a role in this process. You have like these tasks, and you want to accomplish them one by one. The point here is not to run like a headless chicken around. So though this pace is faster than usual, look at the one's energy with Mars happening, and you are pretty much attuned to the rhythm of it. The changes that are happening in your life, again at your job, in your relationship, again if you are in some kind of a community, or maybe you will have some type of a worldly involvement. Everything is like you re-establish yourself. And what is also ways to balance the multiple energies you carry is actually telling me that there is this yin and yang sides of your personality. So you have this also duality in your sign. Let's call it like the yin and yang sides of your personality. You just want to, like this chariot, you want to ride this, keep this going in the right direction. Here, actually, your feeling tied down or frustration can be for the ever-changing life cycles, and this is actually one of them. It feels like actually something maybe in the beginning is likely to pull you in opposite directions, and you try to like, keeping that beast who is driving that chariot. Let's say also the yin yang side of your character. It's like there is this need to master and reconcile the conflicting forces in your life, both inner and outer, we can also say. And the family matters is also a big part of it. You are going to find some very fast decisions happening. And when it comes to family matters, which is, or people you see as family, which is like frustrating you now, which you feel maybe confused, like you don't know, because there is something that unwanted, very stressful, unpleasant that you try to reconcile. So the ways to balance the multiple energies you carry is through reconciliation here, reconciling the opposite things within you. This is going to be the key element. This is also some kind of a target with the arrows of the Eight of Wands. So you want to hit a result here. And actually, as it is saying, having to take a maybe action for family matters, and trying to initiating the next step of your life through reconciliation is the new enterprise here of your life. I also hear seeing some air travel, or like if you are far away in a place from your people, you may find yourself giving them a maybe sudden visit, and you are likely to be really busy here. But fear not, because I think the positive things will unfold rapidly, and the negative things, or let's say potentially turning out to be negative things, is not gonna unfold that much of fast. So you can understand some energies cannot be pushed, but they need to unfold naturally, especially in these 7 months. Mars will also retrograde, so it's not a good time like to initiate something. I think here you are going to, we have the dark and the woman. This can be also two sides of you, Gemini duality, right? So maybe this after this frustration which involves family matters, which requires reconciliation here, you are likely to establish the roles you want to play in this. And maybe you're gonna let go of those roles which are no longer suiting you, okay? You got to let yourself open to, you need to let yourself to stay open to some new experiences here. Three of Wands, Page of Wands. But you got to be prepared. You need, the idea is, you got to be aware of what you are getting into here, okay? Relationships, marriage, business partnerships, family situations may suffer if you don't know what you are getting into. And you may find yourself reprioritizing your schedule also to accommodate other people's needs as well, okay? And they may be also doing some adjustments to accommodate yours. So here there is something again, reciprocational things you are reconciling. Now the energy with at the end of the reading with the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands, this is actually a Gemini who is like almost on steroids, I have to say. With this much of fiery energy, this reading has actually given me the comfort of things in the end. By April, you will find out everything and figure out everything you need to. And when you look back, it is going to feel like really one big journey. There can be a person or a part of you who wants you to be clear. So there can be a man here or a woman who wants you to be clear, and because you know, it's like asking, what do you expect from this Gemini, from this situation, business, enterprise? You know, what are your expectations in terms of financial ways, personal gains? What type of a role you want to play in this? You are though likely to draw some helpful people to your situation. You will naturally have a confident attitude in this, and I think that there is this woman also, you know, you can here really attract some beneficial circumstances, people who may really want to help. And there can be people who are also helping you out, or a person, for you to establish a solid foundation for your maybe business, occupation. You can expect some cooperations. This is like going towards a new establishments. Some Gemini here will definitely is establishing themselves successfully in the end, in a secure and comfortable way. And at some point, let's give it by April, you may really relax and enjoy life. Okay, it's like it's going to be the time of respite and rejoicing, let's say. And there can be some rewards there, but you need to clear what roles you want to play, what roles you don't want to play. Okay, what are the things here you need to reconcile? There needs to be some new adjustments. Okay, and by the end you can find some good also shaped finances here. By the way, you can also here accomplish something which is really which can really set you free. There can be some celebration there, some good times. Okay, some Geminis can even like expand their property holdings. There can be some creative output to you know, creating a source for some maybe financial gains. It can be modest in the beginning, but it can be more satisfied later. I also see here a good public image. Okay, your relationships, your sense of self, these are really this is really going to put you in some stage there. So so let's get this oracle card under Hermit's tail. Hermit is feeling much better now. She's in good spirits. She gives us a visit. Nice. So an oracle card here we want. Everything is like for a child's love. Gemini, there is a child here. There is something like to be parents, or if you are not a parent, there is no child in your life, there is something you really care as much as your own heart, as much as your own finger, hand, you know, skin, as much as your own blood. A child's love, the love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. Here some Geminis maybe need to reconcile with a partner for a child. Maybe it can be like a child's maybe a situation, they are moving, or which parent she will stay with, or this child's adaptation, it can be to a new place. Your movement in life may establish a connection with a child. This can be also about a co-parenting. But if you do not have a child, this can be even someone that you need to care, because this also nurtures your inner child. So in that way it can be very important. This is really something very fresh. This is something very fresh. Some Geminis, well, there can be even like actually pregnancy here for some Geminis. This can be some conceiving even news, maybe towards the end of April for some of you, or coming of a child, how this is going to be met in a family. This can be also your parental role, it can be, but or the child is not you, it's your person's, but you know, you really share like this enthusiasm of a child with a person, it can be, or in general for the things you really care about and you need to care for, it can be. I'm gonna pick one card from here. What you will what you will be finding in the end of this journey, because you know it's like, so a planet when transiting a sign, it is actually like a journey, and it brings move forward, it takes things out also of the way. I'm curious to know what you will be finding in the end. Two of Cups. Again, this caring energy. You're gonna find a caring energy. There is a very important also here, a partnership which can really flourish, which can really establish. But there is like too many maybe also sacrifices for that. Because here we are looking at two people coming together. They are raising their glasses, like almost toast to each other. Many different things you will go through, but some Geminis here really getting married or entering a new relationship, love relationship or a business association, it can be. There is some type of by the way, you are like in some kind of a neutral territory in the end with this person. Yeah, and nothing belongs to anyone. There is this like neutral territory, and if there is this person that you have been in contact for an extended period of time, there are really very brave revealing of this interest as well. No more being guarded, and but Four of Wands, Two of Wands, these are still the early stages of Arcana. First, something's likely to, yeah, it's gonna finalize, but maybe gonna be first low key, and then again some blossoming will happen, because people here, how much they care about their partnership, of course mutually, not one-sided, we're likely to define the rest of this connection. Wow, it is just very exciting times, I think. Reconciliation energy is very important. This can also all, of course, happening in your yin and yang and its outer manifestation. The whole period is really exciting, I think, Gemini. So I hope you enjoyed this reading and find it insightful. If you have a personal tarot question about how this Mars in Gemini will likely to affect you, you can find me in the daily live streams to ask a personal tarot question. But before showing up, please check the description box below to see how the daily live streams work. If you do not know, there is a very descriptive information there. Definitely check that out first. Plus, I am also open for bookings for yearly readings, 2023 yearly readings. So this yearly readings is for people who really want to invest in their year and have things going on like in multiple sides of life. We have a yearly reading in the channel for 2022 in the channel in 2 parts. You can check out those readings to see how I also perform it in the private, because this is the way I do also private version of it. So if you are interested also with a yearly reading, please let me know. The private readings information is at the also description box below. It's gonna lead you to another video to give you information, yeah, it will provide you what you need to know. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in. take good care, and let's see what this Mars in Gemini will also bring to the other signs. Thank you so much. Bye for now.